Hey, everybody, welcome back to Marketing for Your Future. As always, I'm your host, Mark Labraggi. This is the show where we talk to entrepreneurs and innovators across the marketing space, the digital space, figure out what they're doing that we can learn from. Today, I'm pretty excited to talk to Jen Sherlock. Jen is the CEO and the founder of Jenna Communications. I'd like to call it I'd like to call it a PR agency, but you guys are so much more, and I can't wait to hear all about it. Jenna, welcome to the show. How are you?
Thank you so much, Mark. I'm good. It's a good day
Yeah.
today. The sun's back out, so I can't complain.
Right, I hear you. We actually live relatively close to each other, so believe me, I feel what you're saying. It's nice to have the weather. So tell us about Jenna Communications, because like I said, you're not just a PR firm. And you and I spoke probably 5, 6 years ago, a couple of phone calls, and I remember the impression I had is, wow, this woman has a lot on her plate, and she's doing it very well. So what does Jenna Communications do, and who do you do it for?
Sure. So we are a PR firm. I started in 2009. And for the most part, when people think of Jenna Communications, they think of publicity or getting them on TV, getting news crews to their event or their company launch. But I've done every vertical by now. So health, retail, sports, entertainment, nonprofits. I could go on and on. I've done cryptocurrency, manufacturing, propane gas. I mean, you name it, I've done it by now. So it's all the same game. It's just, different contacts, different relationships, different messaging. And we also do events. Events came back pretty big this year. I run all of the media for the Philadelphia Marathon, which is a huge event. I do all of the PR for Preet. They own about 28 malls in their portfolio. So my clients kind of they're ever changing. Some last a few years, some just hire me for like 3 to 6 months or a project launch or a product launch, but it runs the gamut. So it's definitely never boring, never a dull moment. I'm always busy. And we also do some social media consulting for clients, and more clients are requesting TikTok videos and reels. So we're actually launching that part of the business soon. So yeah, very exciting. Things changed in COVID, but still very busy.
Yeah, actually, that was one of my questions. So you transitioned into that very nicely. So as social has become very prominent for you, or is becoming more and more prominent, how are you working that with your clients to recommend the best platform? So take like a gas company, right? There's nothing sexy about that, and a platform like TikTok, everything is shiny and new and fast and entertaining. What's that process for finding the right platform for a specific client?
So to that example, which you said propane gas, we did the PR for Cinch during the pandemic, and Cinch is a sub company of AmeriGas, and they actually, I mean, were doing huge numbers in COVID because everyone was cooking at home and also making their outdoor
Yeah,
an oasis and needed propane for fire pits and that sort of thing. So we connected, our idea was to connect them with influencers. So we had influencers in every single market. We reached out to them and we would have them, kind of fire up their grill, promote Cinch because it's very easy. And now that I'm a homeowner and live in the suburbs, I actually use it because I have a fire pit outside and some heat lamps. And it's really nice. You can just leave the tanks when they're empty in your driveway. They pick them up and drop them off. It's very affordable. So our idea was to connect them with influencers. So we would have influencers fire up their grills or sit around the fire pit and just like promote Cinch that way. It worked really well because people were excited about it in the pandemic when they couldn't go anywhere. And yeah, so in those cases, besides videos, we just work with influencers, and there's always influencers in every market, and they don't always have to have millions of followers. They could be micro
yeah,
influencers and have, say, 5,000 followers. But it doesn't always have to be TikTok and Reels. It's just we're getting more and more requests, and that's more and more popular to boost, companies' brand presence and sales. So we're very excited to bring that to the table. But in terms of like organic posting, I would say LinkedIn is the best for that. It doesn't restrict eyeballs like Facebook or Instagram does, where they really want you to pay before people can see what you're posting. LinkedIn still has the best results for organic visibility.
got it. Got it. So this is Jenna Communications is this big old force out there. I like to think of it like that's the all powerful Oz. You're the person behind the curtain, pulling all the levers and the chains and the buttons and all that. So what is the magic that you bring to your clients, right? Because you're in a really competitive space. right? So how is your hand getting raised the highest?
Yeah, sure. So I come from TV. So my career was in TV reporting, and I was an anchor for about 10 years before I started my company. So I know what the news wants. I get a lot of clients where their pitches sound like advertising. So I have to direct them into a way that sounds newsworthy. So whether it's creating an event, adding a charity component, or just flipping the script of the story, I would say that would make me different than some PR folks out there who may not have a news background. I think the newsroom, and um, being on the news desk, at the beginning of my career before I transitioned into reporting and anchoring, was the best training ground for PR because you learn that everything's urgent. It doesn't matter if it's something with a beauty product. I mean, it could be something really light. It doesn't have to be, it bleeds, it leads, but it's still urgent. So you learn that time is everything, deadlines are everything. You have to hit the news cycle when it's important to be able to get the client in the news. So I would just say that I'm a storyteller, so I know how to tell a story to get the client in the news. I would say that that's my best skill.
Yeah, well, that's a great skill for a PR firm for sure, right? And it gives you a unique credibility that your competitors can't copy, which makes your hand go higher than everybody else's. I can't thank you enough for joining us, Jen. I do appreciate it, and I wish you the best of luck in all that you're doing as you go forward.
Thank you so much, Mark. I really appreciate it. You too.
You have a good day. And if you want to see Jen and Jenna Communications, learn more about our company, more about the profile, check out dailyadbrief.com. As always, I'm your host, Mark Labragi. This is Marketing for Your Future. Until next time, thank you for joining us and have a great